What would happen to your golf game if you swung the club 20 miles an hour faster after 1 hour? There's a direct relationship between hitting the ball further and having a lower handicap. A 20-mile-an-hour increase in club head speed sounds like a pipe dream. I completely understand that. But this was a reality for a new student of mine, Bill, after one golf lesson, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did it. Before we get started, if this is your first time watching one of my lessons, make sure you subscribe so I can keep helping you play better golf. And check out the link down in the description and the first pinned comment for a completely free deep dive swing analysis for a personalized review of your golf swing. Bill is completely new to golf. He's had a couple of sessions on the range, and like most of us, he's completely caught the bug for it. He's really enjoying it. But the one thing that's really frustrating him is that he's just not hitting it anywhere near as far as he wants to. At the start of our session, Bill was swinging the club at 40 miles an hour. At the end of our session, he was swinging it in excess of 60 miles an hour because of one simple change. It wasn't so much about how he moved the club, it was more about how he actually moved his body. Bill was standing with a lot of weight in his back leg here on his trail foot, and he was swinging the club very much with his arms. And through impact, there was a lot of breaking down through his wrist here. You'll see this kind of scoopy action that's going on. And the main reason for that was because he doesn't have any sort of rotational speed with his body here. His body doesn't move very dynamically, and he keeps a lot of his weight in his back foot. Now, we could have gone very complicated here in terms of how he moves biomechanically, how his body moves, how he shifts pressure and shifts weight. But instead, we actually dropped the golf club and we made it super simple. I got him to pick up a golf ball and throw it, and it really revealed some cool stuff. Bill was throwing the ball just with his arm, and you can only create so much force with only your arm. When we want to throw an object with force, we want to build up power through our body like a chain reaction so that it all culminates in loads of speed in your hand and the ball at the end. So the way we did this, we started to work on body synchronization. So we would start on his right side, and we would step first, bringing his foot up, planting it onto the ground. So it's foot first, plant, then it's shift the weight, then it's the body starts to turn, then the shoulder here and arm starts to extend, and finally we snap the wrist to throw the ball. So we did some slow motions, just getting a little feeling for this. And then we started to put it into action, throwing a ball at full speed. So it's lower body shift first, plant, turn, and extend and throw your arm. When we compare Bill's throw before and after, you can see how much force he's creating now after. There's a massive difference here because he's starting to use his whole body. Now, there's a bit of refinement needed here with the throw, but it is so much more powerful and so much more athletic. He's recruiting so much more power and force than just through using his arm alone. There's so much more going on here. All we have to do now is bring it into his golf swing. This is the part people often struggle with, because now we're not just throwing something, we've actually got to swing and coordinate this club to strike a golf ball. So to start with, instead of us going straight to hit a ball, we've removed the golf ball, we've popped the club in his hands, and I've popped his feet completely together here. And all I'm getting him to do is swing the club back, and as the club head is moving back, still in the backswing, I'm getting him to step forward like so. So it's the club is working back, we step forward, and that's all we're doing for a start. So just getting a sensation of this. Now, as we get more comfortable with this, then we can start to move in the downswing. So the club shifts back, we step forward, we shift, and then we swing down. So I'm doing this very slow, but this is the sequence. The club is back, we step forward, shift, swing down, and extend through. Similar to throwing the ball earlier, we're able to create so much more speed in the end of the club here because we're not just using our arms, we're actually starting to shift our body dynamically, move it rotationally, push in and out of the ground. It is so much more of an athletic motion. Most golfers struggle to create force and power in the swing because they're too eager to actually create that speed in the end of the club. So what we see a lot of the time is when they start to do this drill, rather than allowing that club head to work back, step, shift, and then bring the speed down here, they're super eager to bring that speed in as soon as they start the downswing. So instead of allowing for time for their hands to shift back and then step with the foot, they try and start the club head as they're stepping. So the club head starts down before they've even stepped over here. And this completely ruins the whole sequence because now we're not able to shift over that front side and build up all that power up through our legs, into our hips, through our chest, into our shoulder, arm, and club head. We just throw it with the hands. And that is much more inefficient. So focus on the sequence fast, very slowly. Just getting a sensation for allowing yourself to step and shift and push in and out of the ground before you swing that golf club down. The club head is going to move last. The club head does not move fast. If the club moves fast, we lose out on all that potential power. It's like a catapult. On a catapult, we've got to sling it. We've got to allow for the end of the catapult to move last after everything else. If it moves first, we will not throw our projectile as far. Once you're comfortable with this movement, you can pop a golf ball on the way and try and strike it doing the same thing. Now again here, I would encourage you to do this quite slowly, just trying to get the synchronization right. You're literally trying to just get comfortable stepping, shifting, and then swinging that golf club. So it's swing, step, shift, strike. Just getting comfortable with that sequence there. And I do this on a few balls, just nice and slowly, just getting a sensation for how you want to move. And once you're comfortable with that, we can start to ramp up the speed here and give it some beans. So it's the exact same sensation here, and note how I'm stepping and shifting before I swing this club in my hands down here. We're going to ramp this up now and make it powerful. So we're swing back, step. Once Bill got the sequence and the timing for this, and he started to add some speed to it, it was amazing watching how much more athletically he moved. It was also interesting that through impact, instead of it being so scoopy, he started to be much less excessive with the wrist here. He started to have this a bit more stable because his body was moving so much more dynamically. He wasn't just trying to create that power through his wrist, he was creating it as a build-up through the body. So impact, quality of strike became so much better because of this. And that's where we managed to get his club head speed to increase by 20 miles an hour, which was like unbelievable. That is such a big increase. And he did that because of that improvement in sequencing and because he was moving so much more athletically. I'm super excited to hear how he gets all of this in practice. Can't wait to hear how much of a difference it makes to his game. If you want to add more power and speed to your game, then don't look at just swinging the club harder. Try and look at how you actually move in a way that's going to build up power through your swing that you can deliver in the club head and into the ball to make it go way farther. The best way of thinking about this is think of throwing a ball of any kind. How can you get yourself throwing it as fast as possible? Does your actual golf swing look anything like a throwing action? There's some wonderful things that we can learn from throwing a ball that apply so nicely into a golf swing in order to create that bit more power and speed and distance. Let me know your thoughts on all this down in the comments below. I'd honestly love to hear what you think about all this and if this is something you've ever tried in your game. If you'd like me to personally review your golf swing and let you know exactly how you can improve, then just click the link below, down in the description, or in the top pinned comment for a completely free swing analysis on the Skillest app, and make sure you subscribe for free content every single week. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day.